Straight from the mountain to your street, giving you a taste of something sweet. So don't go away, sit down, take a seat. It's Midweek Motivation, not drop this beat, man. That's my dog. Let's go.
Welcome to Midweek Motivation, real conversations with real people about a very real God. It's good to have you here. It's good to be here.
Took a week off.
Yeah, well, kind of. So we should clarify. I should clarify. So 2 weeks ago, we shot the episode that got uploaded last week. We shot it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. So I made a boo-boo, right? And I was ahead. Like, a lot of times when we film this, like, I have to edit it quickly and get it uploaded because I'm behind in things and all that stuff. I was not even behind, right? I actually had a little bit of extra time, and I forgot to click one thing. So it uploaded the previous week. And I don't know who's calling me. Somebody from Richmond's calling me.
Oh, cool.
No, I don't know anybody in Richmond.
The capital.
How cool would it be to just answer a phone call live? That would be fun.
Yeah, I'm on a podcast.
Yeah, no thanks. I was not even running behind like I normally am, right? I live behind, right?
Yeah.
But I just clicked the wrong button and it uploaded the wrong one. And then Levi texted me and told me like an hour after, or like right after it uploaded, because Levi is our number one Midweek fan, for being honest.
Yeah.
And so he told me about it and I thought, well, I'm just going to leave it. Because I thought, then I can upload the correct one next week while we're out for Thanksgiving.
True.
Which is what I did. So, and then I realized when I was setting that up, I realized, oh man, we talk about it like that's the episode we filmed right before Give Thanks. So we're talking about Give Thanks. And so I had a conversation with our friend Ty on Sunday, and Ty watches every single week. He listens, he works overnight, so he listens all the time, and he's listening to us. So he's listening to that episode, right? Right before Thanksgiving. And he's listening to us talk about Give Thanks, and he must have been listening after Thanksgiving, but whatever it was like, it must have been Sunday night when he's listening, and he's like looking at the clock like, oh shoot, like we need to get to Give Thanks, like that's tonight.
Sorry, Ty.
Sorry, Ty, that's my fault, it's my bad. Thanks for watching the show faithfully.
You're a man.
Yeah, great guy. Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. And then, you know, some people didn't notice and just enjoyed the show. So nothing wrong with that. That's all good.
I noticed and I was like, he'll fix it. Surely he'll fix it. I'm sure.
Well, I did fix it, but I wanted to wait an hour.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, see, I was right. You did fix it.
I guess I waited a week to fix it. Yeah.
Well, good on you, brother. Well, this is where I come in because he's drinking his coffee.
Naturally.
And now I'm going to say, you know what? I don't have my cue card. I don't even know what to say. Look at the camera and smile.
Ooh, there you go. So your cue card, if you had a cue card, would say something about Unboxed.
Oh, yes. Unboxed. This Sunday, December 7th. That's what it is.
A date which will live in infamy.
Yes. Yes. Dang, you really had to take it there. All right.
Just look, hey, I love history. The world
too.
loves history.
Yeah.
History is important. You know, it just seemed, you can't say Sunday, December 7th without saying the next line.
Okay, well, we will call it Unboxed / Pearl Harbor Day. Is that inappropriate?
That works. We won't be talking about Pearl Harbor, though. We will be talking about all of the ministry partners that we support. They'll all be here. We'll have gifts for each of them. And the cool thing about the gifts, and I realized the other day, like I was talking to somebody that's new to Unboxed or new to Parkway, and they didn't really know what Unboxed was. I realized that the way we've grown, there's probably a bunch of people that don't know what Unboxed is.
Right.
So I figured maybe we should take the moment to clarify. So Unboxed is our way of blessing all of our ministry partners that we support. So there are 6 specific ministry partners that are Roanoke based that we support that make a difference in our local community and around the world. So they are the Lampstand, Friendship House, the Agape Center, Rescue Mission. Hold on, I'll get there.
Wait, what were the 4 you said?
Yeah.
Did you say Blue Ridge Women's Center?
Blue Ridge Women's Center, and there's one more.
Salvation Army?
No,
No,
good one
it's
though.
not that. No.
No, hold on. Lampstand, Immigrant Connection.
There
it is. Woohoo!
My man.
Look at that.
You.
Yeah, see, I have this computer,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have the good notes that I need. Doesn't have the
Yeah.
stuff I don't plan on saying. But yeah, so we support all 6 of those. They're doing great work around the world, having impact around the world, but especially locally here in our community. So we get to bring them stuff. They have a whole lot of needs. Like, for example, the Blue Ridge Women's Center always needs diapers. They have that great shop that expectant mothers can go in, and even new mothers can go in and shop for their kids, all that kind of stuff. There's baby bottles and all sorts of things. So Friendship House does clothing. Rescue Mission does food. They always need canned food, things like that. You can find a list of things on our website, parkroanoke.com/unboxed. And you can see their wish list, everything that they need. The Rescue Mission, for example, like seems to always need socks. Always socks, right?
Well, it is cold outside.
Right. And there's nothing worse if you've ever worn a pair of wet socks or dirty socks.
With
Like,
holes in
nothing
them.
feels worse, right?
Yeah.
So always stuff like that. But
Yeah.
the cool thing that we get to do, we actually, it's a really neat thing the way we do it. So in the service, it's set up almost like it's an act of worship, right? You're bringing an offering. So you'll bring whatever you're able to donate, you'll bring it with you into the service. And then there'll be a moment in the service where everybody comes forward, and we have all these Christmas trees now on stage. Super cool. And you'll be able to bring your gift, bring your donation, and you'll place it under the Christmas tree, for the ministry that you're donating. So
Yeah, it's really cool.
really, really cool experience. We love it. It's one of the most powerful things that I've seen in our services, and it blew me away the first time I saw it, like how many people brought stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm a very skeptical person. Okay. That's just me, and I have to fight against it, but I'm a skeptical person. So when I heard about it, I was like, okay, we're going to have like the same 10 people every year that bring stuff. Like, no,
Yeah.
it's like everybody in the room. Like, there are carts full of stuff that come down the aisles. It's beautiful chaos. It's awesome.
Generous people around here. And it's pretty cool that it just so happens to be the same week as Giving Tuesday, which was yesterday. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah, yesterday was Giving Tuesday. So pretty cool. Pretty cool way to follow that up by giving at the church.
Yeah. So make sure you're supporting all of our missions partners in whatever way you can. parkroanoke.com/unboxed, and then be here on Sunday, and you can bring that gift literally. All those ministry partners will be here. We've got a special video that'll kind of showcase some of the things that have happened in their ministries. A lot of you already support those ministries because if you've given to your missions pledge, Parkway is supporting them through your missions pledge. So thank you for being a part of that. You get to see kind of the fruits of your gifts and in your giving and things. So Unboxed is this Sunday. I almost said Saturday. It's not Saturday. It's Sunday. You can also give online. There's a link you can just give. If you can give finances, you can give that directly to Unboxed, directly to the ministry partners through that website as well. So we'd love for you to participate in that way. And speaking of Christmas, there's a lot of Christmassy things happening.
Yeah. Well, we're busy this time of year.
Yeah, a little bit, which is fantastic. I love being busy because I think I get to sleep in February. I think was the math I was doing with the stuff we've got going on. I think February slows down a little bit, at least on my end. So I think I get to sleep in February.
Boring month. It's not like anything happens in February, especially with wives or anything.
Well, we do have an exciting thing that's happening in February, but I can't tell you about it yet. But I'm just excited because it doesn't require a ton for me yet. So comparatively.
True.
So at least not yet. We'll find out. But I plan to sleep a little bit in February. So
do it.
Coming up in 2 weeks. So Unbox is this Sunday, the 7th. Christmas on the Mountain is the 14th. Fantastic. There will be, there's always a snowball fight, like a fake snowball fight. Super cool. I don't know what else is happening. Did I hear Grandpa Ike's Donuts?
Bro,
It's going to be here. I think I heard that. There's lots of cool Christmassy things. I believe Santa's going to be around taking pictures with the kids.
You definitely know more about it than I do.
Yeah, and that's about the extent of what I know. Now,
All right.
what I do know is Jeanette always has something crazy planned and something really classy and exciting and fun.
Yeah.
And the food is also always amazing. So, popcorn feels like there was popcorn last year. Does it seem like a popcorn thing? There's like ornament decorating activities, kind of things like that.
Yeah, there will be stuff to do.
Yeah, there's always good stuff. So make sure you're here for Christmas on the Mountain. Invite somebody. It's going to be a great time. And that'll actually be the beginning of our Christmas series, Christmas Here and Now. So make sure you're here for part of that. But you can look at all this stuff on our website, parkroanoke.com/Christmas. You can see everything happening. You'll see our Christmas Eve services, all those good things. There's an Advent devotional out. There's all sorts of stuff, man. Like, it's just a crazy time of the year to be in church.
Yeah.
Like, good kind of crazy. It's just busy crazy.
Yeah.
Not like
Sorry, I
bad
keep
crazy.
coughing. I'm,
That's okay. You're far
cough is
enough
always
away
the
from
last
me.
thing
I'm
to
not worried
go.
about it. But yeah, parkroanoke.com/Christmas. You can see all the exciting things happening there.
It's the season, baby.
Speaking of Christmas, Christmas is the season of Advent,
Yes.
right? Advent is all about waiting and preparing, right? So it's all about preparing your heart. If you look at Advent, it's one of those the Christian calendar, Christian calendar seasons, right? So it's a time of preparing our hearts, right, for the gift that God gave in sending His Son, right, as a baby, right? All about Christmas leads up to the birth of Christ. Significant moment on the Christian calendar, and one of the there's always like the cool Advent candle lightings and everything. Yeah, which I will tell you, I don't know if people always realize how logistically challenging it is, and I don't think I realized this till last year. How logistically challenging it is to get the candles not only arranged correctly, right?
Right.
But then there's a specific order that you're supposed to light the candles in when you do the Advent reading and service.
Yeah.
Right. There's a specific order, like there's different color candles that have to be in the right spot. But what we discovered last year is logistically, when you have two services and you're making sure both services participate in this really cool act of worship, right? You have to light those candles twice.
Yep.
And those candles have to be big enough to last for both services. So there was one service. So we were putting new candles out every single week because you couldn't use them, right? In a lot of places I've grown up, like they would just burn just a little bit, right? You light them at the end of service and they're on the lit for like 5 minutes or whatever. And, there's not another service, so they're fine. And but yeah, logistically, very, very challenging. So there was one service last year where we were pretty sure it was going to burn out like mid-service. Dustin might have also preached too long. So,
well, that never happens.
Yeah, right. I should be fair to Dustin. His counterpart, is not any different.
Well, once Carly gets on a roll and gets going, it takes a while for the brakes on that train to work. You know.
Yes.
So
but that's Advent, right? I always have great memories of the Advent candle being lit in services growing up because that's where I grew up, very, very much in church. So Christmas always has a lot of those traditional warm, fuzzy memories for me just because of how I grew up. But one of the themes for the Advent candle each week is, I believe it's the first one. I should know because I'm in these meetings, but the first one is hope, right? So, and hope always has this idea of preparation, longing, it's got that kind of connotation to it. So I thought when the word hope comes into my mind, there's always a song,
yeah,
right? So then that song led to another song. So I put these in here, right? And you've seen these. So I hope you didn't Google these, but I'm curious, did you pick up, right?
I picked up the last two for sure.
You didn't get the first one? You should know this. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
Right? And you got to figure it out. Okay. So it's literally the first line in this song. Okay. And I'll give you another clue if you don't get it. It's hope dangles on a string. like slow spinning redemption, winding in and winding out, the shine of which has caught my eye. Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay, it's from 2002. It was in Spider-Man.
Oh, the original Tobey Maguire
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2002, really cheesy Green Goblin.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was cool, though.
Willem Dafoe killed it, though.
Willem Dafoe,
for being honest.
my man.
Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Come on, you got to have a guess.
I got nothing.
I thought you knew me. That's Dashboard.
Oh,
That's
brother.
vindicated.
Of course it is
It's
Dashboard.
their biggest song. Well,
Dashboard.
it's probably their biggest song.
Well, that should tell you
That
why
is what put
I
them on the
don't.
map.
That's why I don't recognize.
I knew you wouldn't know it, but I thought maybe you would assume it's Dashboard because it's me, and you know my love affair with Dashboard.
Man, I should have known. All right. Well,
Disappointed.
Next time.
I'm very
time.
disappointed.
Maybe next time. Ask me
Yes.
the next one.
One of my favorite Dashboard songs. Just it's so good, especially because it's
Can't be good if I don't know it.
trust me, trust me. All right, here's the next one. Right, I know you know this one. I'm sure you knew this one immediately, which I can't actually think of the song.
Hope is the anthem of my soul.
I can't remember the name of the song.
Hope is the anthem.
Is it actually "Hope Is the Anthem"? All right, so that's Switchfoot. But
Yeah.
So I know so many Switchfoot songs that I can't keep the titles straight anymore.
Yeah. No, I get it.
All right. And the last one is obvious.
Yeah.
Only Hope.
Only hope, bro.
Like classic Switchfoot.
1999-ish, something like that, or 2000.
Do you know what movie it was in?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Of course I know. A Walk to Remember.
A Walk to
If you
Remember.
don't know Walk to Remember, brother,
Uh-huh.
that is I guess a drama, a romantic drama, but it's so good.
I think it's
so
a
good.
Nicholas Sparks book.
And the music is even better.
The music is significantly better because it's now Mandy Moore kills it, and the other dude,
Yes.
whoever plays the bad boy,
Yeah.
in the movie,
Forget
fantastic.
his name, but
Yeah, I don't.
they did a
remember.
great rendition of Only Hope.
That is the best version. Her singing it is possibly one of the best versions. So she did have a very short-lived musical career.
Very short.
She was a better actress than a musical artist, but still
Yeah.
fantastic at both. But yeah, so man, I figured you would know all of those.
Well,
I
know
was
2 out of 3.
decently sure. I knew you'd get the last two.
Yeah.
I had great hope in you. Hopefully you knew those. If you didn't, you need to listen to some music. And you know they have the word hope in them, so I'm going to say they're Christmas music. They're Christmas songs.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because what is hope if Jesus is not there?
Right.
You know?
That's exactly
I
my
mean,
thought.
He's the bringer of hope.
Well, that's what we want to talk today, but want to talk about hope, and I couldn't talk about hope without those songs. So I figured I could count on you a little bit to know those. But hope is this. There's this verse that always comes to mind when I think about hope, and it's also in a worship song. I can't remember it.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one. It's that
Yeah,
one.
I know what
Yes,
you're talking about.
I know you can hear it in your head at home. welcome to the way my mind works and what happens inside of it. But the verse that I always think of when I hear the word hope is Hebrews 6:19 and 20. And the writer of Hebrews, when I was putting these notes together, I started typing Paul. It's like, no, we don't officially know who wrote Hebrews, right?
Yeah.
We don't officially know,
No,
right? Because
it's
Paul
implied.
doesn't introduce himself the way he does in all the other letters that he wrote, right? But it's a good guess, right? It's kind of like guessing God or Jesus in Sunday school. Like you're probably pretty close enough that it's like, yeah, you know, we'll take it. But the writer, possibly Paul, right, sets it up, and he's referring to Abraham when he gets to this part of Hebrews. So he's talking about Abraham, and he's talking about the promise, right? So if you go all the way back, we're in a series called Jesus in Exodus. Actually, we just took a break from it. We'll take a break from it this week, and
Right.
we'll end up coming back to it. But we've been talking about Jesus in Exodus, right? And we did a series called Jesus in Genesis, right?
Yeah.
We were joking about how many times we could go through it. I bet we could get actually all the way through all the scripture. It'd be really fun.
Yeah.
I told Dustin he needs
Genesis.
to get working on that book. But
Genesis, good band.
right, good old Phil Collins.
I'm sorry, I had to say it.
Let's see, Phil Collins and Sting a part of that?
Bro, I have no idea.
No,
I just
Sting's
know
the
Phil
Police.
Collins was
I'm
the
messing
front
that up.
man.
Yes, good old Phil Collins
in the back on the drum
front man and the drummer. But we get to Hebrews and we're referring back to Abraham, and we're referring to that promise that God made to Abraham. I'll make you a great nation. Father Abraham, many sons, like all that good stuff, right? But make your descendants among the stars, right? All that good stuff. So the writer of Hebrews is referring back to that. Right. So he's referring to that promise when he gets here. So it says, we have this hope as an anchor for the soul. Right. That's the line. We have this hope as an anchor for our soul. It's a song that we do. I can't remember the name of it. But we have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. So this hope that he's referring to is that same promise, right? That promise that he made to Abraham. And then he goes on and he clarifies more specifically what he's talking about. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. It enters the inner sanctuary behind the curtain, right? So we're referring back to religious practice, old religious Hebrew practice, going behind the curtain into the Holy of Holies, where only the high priest can go because you're physically in the presence of God, right? Where if they would literally tie a rope to his leg and tie bells on him because if he, thought the wrong thing or said the wrong thing or stubbed his toe and said a bad word or something, then they have to be able to drag him out and, all that good stuff in case he was, no longer, in case he was smited. So inner sanctuary referring to all that. Again, another reason people think it's Paul because he's like, Paul was a Pharisee, very well versed in all these things. Then we get to verse 20 where our forerunner, Jesus, has entered on our behalf, right? And he goes further. He says he's become a high priest forever in the order of Melchizedek. Melchizedek, another great reference. Go back and watch the Jesus and Genesis series.
My Christophany. My alarm is going off.
Should we make a little button that says Christophany? We could definitely make
like
that.
the office button. It's like, what was it? What did it used to say? You used to get it from, it was Staples thing.
Oh,
you would hit it.
That was easy.
That was easy.
Yeah,
the easy
button. It was the easy button. That was a great marketing campaign.
Yes, it was.
It was fantastic. But he's referring to Jesus, and he's tying Jesus to that promise that God made to Abraham, right? Mm-hmm. So he's pointing out that Jesus is the fulfillment of that promise that God made to Abraham, right? Really, really cool. You guys need to read the Bible. The Bible is ridiculously cool.
Yes,
right?
100%.
I think
the greatest book ever written.
It's pretty fantastic. And by the numbers, that's the best-selling book ever written, right? Most popular. Also probably the most controversial.
True.
Yeah.
You could,
one of the few ones wars have been fought over, but
yeah.
So, but the writer of Hebrews is tying Jesus and that promise that God made to Abraham together, right? He's securing them, right? But he's pointing out that Jesus, as our high priest, Jesus' sacrifice, Jesus is the anchor for our soul, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it, and I thought, I had a conversation with Hudson the other day. We were talking about basketball, and we were talking about, hey, what is it that makes you want to play basketball? What do you love about basketball, right? Because you've got to develop some core reason that you play.
Breaking ankles.
Breaking ankles, right? Postering fools, all those good things. And what we talked about was what we finally got to is I just love playing basketball, right? So everything that you do, right, when it comes to basketball is anchored around, why am I doing this? Why am I running right now? Why am I getting up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday to go to this practice, right? Which is not quite that early, but it's dang early and it's not cool. But that's my old man complaining. All these things when you're down, right? When things are not good, right? Your anchor, right? The reason that you play is because you love basketball, right? And that's what makes all of it worth doing, right? Same thing, with our kids, right? Why do we put up with so much junk from our kids? Right? The things that make us want to, not be so kind and loving to our kids.
What was that smite word?
Right? All those things.
Just joking.
Right? What makes us, in spite of all those things, love our kids so much? It's like because the anchor of our love for our kids, right, is our love for our kids, right?
Right.
The anchor of how we treat our kids is the love for our kids. That's what Paul is getting. Paul, dang it. I knew I was going to say that.
The author.
That's what the author of Hebrews is getting at. He's pointing out like, everything hinges on Jesus, right? We have this hope as an anchor, right? This is what holds us secure. This is what keeps us still. This is what steadies us, right? If this is a ladder, like it's the base and the dudes that you've got, the friends that you've got, holding you, right?
Don't let your friends be me holding the ladder.
Right? Well, no. The key is don't be in the bed of a truck on a ladder. Leaned up against a pole,
with your friend shaking the base of the ladder,
or don't be. Well, we won't. We don't have to tell everything.
Oh, wait a minute.
We don't tell every story.
Ooh.
I wasn't going to tell that part of the story.
I'm just kidding. I didn't shake the ladder.
Yes, no, but I didn't fall, so that's the important thing. And the second time we did it, there wasn't bees flying around my head,
and there's no evidence. So,
I don't know. It's probably deleted by now. I think we're good. But yes, the writer of Hebrews is talking about. He's talking about how it's Jesus himself, right? The fulfillment of that promise, that Abrahamic covenant, is the thing that should hold us down, right? That's what holds us steady and secures us, right? So when we talk about Advent, we talk about hope, right? It's all about Jesus, right? And it always makes me wonder, right? Like I've grown up with Jesus. I've grown up in church. Like people that don't know Jesus, don't follow Jesus as the anchor of their soul, as their guiding principle for why they do everything that they do. What do they anchor their soul to, right? Like what is their what's their moral guiding principles, right? And I always wonder that, right? Like they come up against a tough job decision, right? Courtney and I, we haven't always done a great job of this, but over the years when we face tough things, like we've always, eventually, we don't always do it first. We're not always that good, right? But eventually our goal, the majority of the time, we come back to prayer, right? Because we seek guidance from Scripture and through prayer and wise counsel, wise Christian counsel, all those things. And I always wonder, like, if that's not you, what do you base that on?
Yeah, just hope and chance.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not very secure.
That's terrifying, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention, like, you could go as far, you could just say, I'm going to base it on, what I think and my own experience. Well, that's all well and good, but I know me, I know my experience, and I know my knowledge, and I know where it ends, right? And the whole problem is I'm now in a situation that I don't know what to do, right?
Yeah.
So by definition, I can't lean on my own experience, or as Proverbs would say, my own understanding, right? Because I don't have that experience, right?
Yep.
So I always wonder, right, what are they putting their hope in? And that's kind of what I want us to focus on today, and kind of where I want to leave us is, what do you put your hope in, right? Because even as believers, we might stop and say, like, oh yeah, I got my hope in Jesus, right? But when we come up against a situation that we don't know what to do, or is challenging, or life gets difficult, your way. Yeah, it doesn't go your way, right?
Well, obviously, my man JC wasn't looking out for me because this stinks. That's not correct.
Right. Yeah, that's not how it works. The what I love about that as a follower of Jesus, like, I know God is in control, right? The creator of the universe, right?
Yeah.
Is on my side.
Yep.
It doesn't get much better than that. Right. That's what I love about this whole idea of hope in the Advent season. Is it's a great time to be reminded of one, kind of where it all started. Like, this was the plan from the very beginning. Like, if you just read that verse in in Hebrews 6. Like, he's tying it all together, pointing out like this was the whole goal. This was the begin. This was the plan from the beginning.
Yeah, since you guys screwed it up, this was my plan for redemption. It's
fantastic.
Yeah.
But that's what I want us to focus on is what do you put your hope in? In my opinion, as humble as it is forever it's worth, I mean, what do you think is worth staking your life on? Right? That's something, in my opinion, you got to figure out, right? What are you going to put your hope in? What are you going to put your trust in? What are you going to use as your guiding principle to determine, here's how I'm going to make decisions. Here's how I'm going to decide, what's right and what's wrong. There has to be something, right? Yep. Otherwise you get into this thing that we don't have time to get into called moral relativism, right? Yeah. What's right for you is not necessarily right for me, right? And because you think something's wrong doesn't mean I have to think it's wrong, right? Well, no, right? In some ways, maybe that's true, but there is objective morality that exists, right? Morality cannot live purely as subjective morality, right? There has to be something guiding it.
Take that, atheist.
Right? Eat it. That's right. In the love of Jesus.
Yes.
Right.
We are not we're not a theology podcast, okay? We're here to motivate you.
Yeah. I don't know if
that'd be a sidebar conversation. Come find us.
I'll let Dustin and Carly do the proper pastor thing, and we'll be the guys that tell the atheists to eat
look,
it.
We'll be the starters. Dustin and Carly will be the closers, just like baseball.
Yes, fantastic. But yes, that's where I want to leave us today is who are you putting your hope in? What are you putting your hope in? Hopefully, you're putting your hope in Jesus. You're putting your faith and trust in the one who created the world and gave his son as a gift for us at Christmas time 2,000 years ago. If that's not you and you think that sounds interesting, or you think we're completely wrong. In fact, I'd almost welcome that. I'd definitely welcome that. If you think we're completely wrong, we're crazy, shoot us a message. You can always text us at 540-900-3838. Would love to talk to you more about that. Love to argue. If you want to argue about moral relativism.
We won't argue with you in the comments, but send a message.
Yeah. Or, come on by. You know where to find us.
We're always here. We live here.
We do live here. Do live here some days. Some weeks. That's all right. But
voluntarily, of course.
Voluntarily, yeah. We're not caught. We're not trapped.
No. We love our jobs.
It's pretty fantastic. Yeah. So thanks for joining us for another episode of Midweek Motivation. Have a great week and stay motivated.
Stay motivated, my friends.
Let's go.